Alright, let's get in there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it should be working, I think.
Okay, I found it.
Okay. Alright, then let's go ahead and get started. So, hello everyone.
Hello.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us. This is the first Final Fantasy stream of the new year.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you know? Anyway. Yeah, I think, yeah, because the last one, Snake Appreciation Day, or Lucky Snake Appreciation Day, was the last stream, actually on the last day of of last year.
Uh-huh.
So we just barely got that in. It would have made sense if it was. Actually, no, that's to commemorate the new year, not celebrate the. Right, yeah. I have to keep on reminding myself of that. But yeah, was, I don't know, probably the best way I could have come up with to, you know, really, I think really celebrate the coming of the new year. Ooh. Even though it kind of felt like the, think goodbye to the old. I don't know. Oh yeah, but part of it was also, ooh, yeah, we got ourselves a Tsuchinoko.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Okay,
Now into the box with you.
okay, kind of skewed, but okay. It sounds like a screamo pill. At least that's what it'll always say. Okay, now don't pay attention to that. Do a thing. Stretch. Okay. Indeed. Let's see. I could probably sum up a little bit of what happened. Because honestly, I think I did kind of come across something that I have a feeling that not too many players ever really paid mind to, or perhaps ever really put two and two together. Well, at least a third, maybe even a half, maybe never really thought about it. Yeah, I think so. Essentially, what basically went down, if you recall or whatever, is essentially to commemorate the year of the snake. They the emissaries of the East had come around and taught us about the legend of the Tsuchinoko, the proudest and rarest and most and luckiest of all of the stout snakes. So yeah, and also we had to go over and take a quiz of some.
Oh, yeah.
Because they provided the answer beforehand, which I appreciate. Would have been very weird otherwise. Let's go ahead and do it here. And yeah, it gives a prize for the third leg, the third and final leg of the entire thing. Was essentially, what would you do? Or after you answered that question, you were to be given, I guess, what was supposed to be a fake Tsuchinoko, not made of rice cakes or something.
Oh, yeah.
But still a facsimile of some kind. But it turns out they conveniently ran out, quote unquote. So we found this real one instead, and he's been by my side ever since. But I'm not sure why I said that right now. That isn't even the end of the story. Because what happened was that I went back at the legs I went to after the quest was done, and found that they were also still out of snakes again, or Tsuchinoko things. Which leads me to believe that they were all real, and they always were. They were just playing possum to make people believe that they were fake when they put them in the boxes to ship over here as prizes for the quiz.
You think they would have noticed they had corpses?
Well, I mean playing dead.
Oh, okay.
They just nobody ever thought to question. And so when the coast was clear, I imagined that a lot of them essentially made a break for it and probably got away. And a good deal of them also got handed over to people like me.
Yeah.
Yes. So a really strange tournament. There's probably a whole bunch of Tsuchinokos now running around Eorzea, doing who knows what. But this one was really taken with me, so I had them tag along. And what you thought would be a good bout of luck, as it turns out, when I did the essentially what was your fortune for the year, Lulu here got what was it? Basically one of the worst predictions you could ever. Like he was doomed at all counts. So Lulu is very dismayed and distraught. I should probably say as much. Probably, yeah. You stare at the great Tsuchinoko in fear. Oh yeah. So it's almost like this thing was reverse luck. Anti-luck. Actually, yeah, it still has a tail. Anyway. Part of me also feels like it ate like a little stout snake, like ate a gourd, and now its body is the shape of a gourd. Anyway. But yeah, now Lulu is cursed forever or something. With terrible luck. Who knows what'll happen? Oh, right. Or maybe they could probably have it that he's so distraught that he just can't bring himself to adventure. So he's running away and doing something else for him.
I guess that'll be the end of our stream. Thank you for joining, everybody.
No, he'll do so. I mean, or maybe. Actually, no. Wait. Maybe not adventure. Maybe heroing. Yeah, maybe that's more, more realistic. There's still other things to do and travel around, and so there are some things, because, if you'll recall even earlier than that, we're pretty much at the end of the base game content, just about.
Yeah.
And so I think with the Scions move over to their new location, their new home, essentially, that probably would start the. I don't know. Maybe they're on to almost starting the next expansion. I feel, which I don't even really know the name of, because nobody really does. But yeah, but well. I mean, whenever the next expansion is, it'd probably be sometime after Scions. I would plumb reckon. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it just feels like I have time for that to do other things. As to what those things are, well, for one thing, I need to keep on building up the levels of my other guy. And part of how I do that are the dailies. Oh right, I should probably go ahead and check. Reputation. I'm very close. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the emojis. Over there. Actually, oh wait. That one. I need to go over to... That's fair. Let me go. There we go. That's in the region I need to be. Basically, what was I heard right before we came in? Like, Notch said he was only kidding about Minecraft.
Yeah. Apparently.
Well, he always was such a kidder. Steve? Oh. Anyway.
Wasn't expecting that, were you?
Oh. Okay. Yeah. You not imagine it much. I mean, he'd need to have gotten a team together.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Minecraft is... Well, actually, not too many games out there are things that you could really just do alone. Not if you want to... Not if you want them released in your lifetime. Well, in a lot of people's lifetime.
With the money he has, he could probably hire a good team.
I mean, you would imagine so.
Yeah.
Well. Might be just as well. It feels like whatever he had in the past. Are we even sure he even has it anymore?
Huh.
Alright.
Well, it might depend on what he's making.
I mean...
Whoops.
It might even not. If a lot of old movie directors from you know, of the old guard movie directors of the past or anything go by. Or maybe even writers, or maybe anything really. We should... I know. I feel like the matter of like the number of those who are successful and then you know, would never need to work a day in their life and yet still produces great things are likely in the minority. At least I'd imagine so. Alright, temperate. The gland that feeds you, pinch their own good. I feel like I probably did a lot of it. First, you wait and prevent the creation of a new wave. I think I've done. Fairly certain. Probably. Good for that too. This one. Pro has a unique proposal for depriving the flame things of each. Okay, I might try and read. I'm not sure if I did this. Because they have forgotten the springs have grown desperate in their ongoing conflict with the flame thing. They have spread their forces too thin in an effort to protect their hunting ground. The other tribe will not accept aid from us. We cannot allow their ill-considered tactics to result in even ever more so we should probably kill them. Or devise a solution to this quandary. As there are various problems that would arise from a direct confrontation. I propose that we employ the unbearable Drake's breath to drive the rangers back to their settlement. Wow. Such a measure will not cow the seasoned hunters for long, but it will at least prevent the flame things from swelling the ranks until we have a chance to enact further. Speak with our master of Drakes at the edge of Philly and heed his instructions. Huh. Okay, now I we should convince the tribe rangers to quit the sands before their divided forces fall prey to the flame things raiders. Speak with the Drake Whisperer to the desert to borrow a flame-spitting mount from which to cow the stubborn hunter. I guess. Alright, so let's see. Guess we'll do at least 2 of these. During the coffee. I guess we'll try that. Ultra Holy. Oh. Now for we of Ultra's Zanrak is more than mere destined rock, it is sacred ground. The reason is Holy Land. Our duty and our privilege, one of the greatest threats to its delicate balance, are the voracious bronze twisty. These insatiable creatures want, as their appetite leads them, feeding without decrease. Slaughtering them brings little respite, for they multiply as a seemingly unnatural. Orders only, I would have you dispatch their matriarch, the mighty Lyco. Oh, right, yeah. Okay, I think I do remember it. The mother wasn't dangerously off. Okay, yeah. Okay, then. Probably did imagine. Exchange replenished by the stocks of healing valves. That's a proud soldiers all. Even the greatest soldier can starve without us. Or be crippled by injury. We bear our battle wounds, badges of honor. But a festering cut can take one's life. Take one's life as surely as a blade. Don't neglect healing. I probably did some too. Okay. Pretty sure I did not. Alright. Okay. It's mostly done there. Alright. I guess we'll do those later. Right. Go ahead. Actually, I should probably shoot it. Anything? No idea. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and head down. Alright. Now explains that true warriors need to be as concerned to arts of healing as with war. You seek out succulent and harvest their rejuvenating side. Probably right. Yeah. Yeah, but let me. Yeah. I mean, feels like I sort of get. I think it happens sometimes in which there would be like I don't know, like a rogue developer or whatever, just like, oh, I don't know what to make. I don't know what to spend like years and years of my life doing. What do you guys think? What should I be doing for years and years? No, you know, it feels like if you didn't have, if you didn't have like a powerful feeling about, oh man, you know what, you know, this excites me so dang much. I'm gonna, I don't even need somebody else to say so. I really want to go ahead and do this. Like if you're not at that point, then I don't really think that you know, it doesn't bode well for your development, the development of your game, whatever it is. Because you know, what you want more, you know, more often than not in game development would probably be like somebody who just really, you know, wants to make a game that they themselves would want to play. That's the thing. Like, oh man, you know. What was it? All other voices be danged. I really love this idea, and I, you know, I'm tired of waiting for somebody else to make it. Like,
yeah.
Okay, more of that sap. I could probably just look at it from here. Yeah. So it's like it goes down to even like what was it? Like I want to go for and make Minecraft 2. Oh, okay, what would justify the 2? Because
It's built on the blockchain, which means it can't be bought up or censored like Microsoft does.
Oh, blockchain. It was meant to be.
Whatever that means.
Oh. But like, because I'm sure that there's plenty of people out there would be like, what would we care? It's basically Minecraft. Very, very identical to Minecraft, except it's not owned by Microsoft. That's reason enough to buy it, and I suppose it'll be good enough for some people. But I think really, not just for like to differentiate itself, but for other people. Because for me personally, I'd like, okay, and I'd always be asking that. But also, if you're just making the game, it'd be like, really? You want to just make the same game all over again? Is that really what you want to do? So, I mean, in the long term, is that really what you want to do for your, like mental health or something?
What if it means that he regrets selling Minecraft?
I don't even know. It could even be like, what was it? Somebody in this position could very easily just like seriously, I just want to go for make a really awesome game to excite an investor or like some other company to buy me out, and then I'll be even more rich. Ooh. At this point, I don't even need to finish the game. I just need to excite somebody else to buy me out. Honestly, probably a lot of Kickstarters go down like that. Alright. Okay, fine. Do the thing. Hold on. The other thing to kill. They're like succulents. Oh, there it is. Let's see. I think. I'm trying to think of what else could even be done, because I would agree. No matter since the very first time I saw it, the very serious critique and then very serious or whatever improvement to Minecraft. It's like what I want dynamics. I want Minecraft to gear more towards Kenshi. I want a full on, procedurally generated world given its own story. Through factions and NPCs and all that kind of thing. And Minecraft could very easily do it. In fact, that's basically what Millionaire is.
Yeah.
So think Millionaire but on steroids. Honestly, probably the newer generations of Minecrafters probably don't even know what Millionaire is, but it was very, very good. I think you still had the normal villages, but you also had modded villages based on ancient civilizations of yore. And essentially there were actual like villagers that got together, had their own language, kind of built towns and whatever, like on their own, like it's all AI driven. They're all CPUs and such. But yeah, you could go to them, you could trade with them, and the thing is, like, the more you traded with them, like literally, the more things they had, and the more things they have to work with. And so you could like be a patron in this village, and they'll gradually build themselves up. They'll have families. They'll build up their village piece by piece. You can even see them building. It's all very, very up to simplistic, like entity, stationary, building in process, building gradually gets made up. It's not, it's not that.
Oh, right.
Not that, interesting to look at. It's just I'm kind of like, oh, I'm swiveling in place. I'm building. But still, it worked. I think it works well, given what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all these cultures, and it even that the villages or towns themselves could, gradually be made to they even have relationships with other towns, so they could be built up. They could, how was it? They could be, essentially in like an economic sort of rivalry with each other. They could even break into open hostilities, all that kind of thing. Oh, he disappears, right? All right, dang it, you're going down. Win. Uh-oh. Ooh. What? Oh, dang it. Oh. But yeah, it was about as in depth as it ever got. You could even be like raise your status in any village that you're working with or whatever. You could raise your status, and I think even be like friend of the village or whatever, like a nobody. And yeah, you could raise it really high. They'll even allot you a space, and then also build you a house in their style. So it's like your own house in their territory, which, yeah, it's not as far as Kenshi, but it's like a very amazing step in that direction. So
it's been forever since I played Millionaire, but wasn't there something about how you could ask them to build a house for you?
Yeah. Once you raise your status with them enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the idea was that if you were to build something yourself, and then they decide to expand in whatever direction that might overlap with what you built, they'll destroy what you've built.
Okay. Oh yeah. You really ought not to build it. Yeah. Otherwise, because what was it? Either they'll take it down like immediately, or they'll just gradually start to take it down because they don't recognize it as part of the village.
Yeah.
They probably just see it as like a part of the environment to be, terraformed. So yeah, it felt, honestly, even now it feels ahead of its time.
Yeah, if they were to keep developing it, I imagine they'd probably do something where you could ask them to build you something, or you could ask them to set aside space for something you want to build.
Oh, I guess so. There need to be some AI for them to recognize it as, part of the village and then not mess with it.
Yeah. Or they'll at least...
How likely that is? I suppose maybe.
Yeah,
that might be possible.
I imagine something like they set up a fenced-out area, and anything that's within that fenced area can be built by you.
Oh, okay. So essentially, like an enclave that even the AI could recognize.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I remember Minecraft comes alive had something where you're able to build a place, and then you go to the like some kind of station or something, and you're able to see the map of the town. You could designate places as something or other.
Right. I would rather it just be a one sensibly spaced sort of like area, because what I really don't want is for the player to essentially just like, what was it, have unlimited access, or like however many enclaves you want, or whatever size you want. Okay, this is no longer this people's village, or it's basically your base, which honestly, at that point, just go over and get your own territory, dang it. So it's really not even that hard.
You guys go ahead and build up your village. I'll just dig out everything underneath it, and I'll just have some kind of sub-sewer area be my home.
Oh, I wonder.
Then you find a small out-of-way place, build an outhouse there, and
I suppose
basically a ladder.
You could do that. I don't think I ever really bothered because I don't know. Well, granted, depending on your computer setup, you probably might not even want to, because look at all those entities that I'm not directly seeing, but the game has to have up there and could just imagine what that does to my performance given time.
Oh yeah.
So I probably wouldn't even care to. Even if I had even if what RAM and such wasn't an issue, probably still wouldn't care. Yeah, but yeah, we could expand to other things like probably you could hire mercenaries. Oh, actually, what was that a thing in? I'm not sure if it was, but if it wasn't, it could be later. It could be at some point. Let me see. Where am I? Ensure for the. Okay, so where's that one? Over there. Yeah, as a author difficulty. Okay. I absolutely know I didn't do that one. Glad feeds you. That one. Okay, let's do some traveling. Yeah. Oh yeah, and probably like some way to create your own, maybe even create your own business or something. Because it's something I'll always really. Well, it's not about Minecraft, but the idea that I guess mods kind of sort of does this to a certain extent, but have your own shops, whatever.
Something you could just set up. Maybe hire a villager cashier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. You could just there are these things like picture frames. It'll work out with the same idea. You put an item in there. Yeah, maybe it's connected to a chest, so whatever items are inside the chest, that's kind of the restocking.
Oh yeah. All right, you can even automate the whole thing. But I think it was a mod. Ah, I forgot what it. But I think it was most notably for servers. So you weren't doing business with NPCs. I think it was for server mod, in which it was like a special stand you could make, and you put an item on it, and put a price on it. And the price is essentially like what the other player wants to buy it needs to pay in order to get access to it. So it's essentially a shop. And it just basically made up of a stands that take up one block and has one item on it. Or I think maybe a set number of items on it. So imagine your equipment was probably had to take up its own slot. I guess probably much like how it is in your inventory. There's items that take up one slot, and so price for that. Then there's like a set number of items, of stackable items having their own stand.
Kind of reminds me of Techtopia.
I forgot what it was called. I think I have it. I think I might have put it on the list. Or did I? Did I? Oh wait, what was the red point? I don't know, because I'm trying to set up a list of things to look into. But I think mods like that were most meant for servers, like a whole groups of players playing. I don't think I actually recording it. Yeah, but yeah. So I couldn't tell you that. But yeah, it exists. It's out there. Yeah. Oh, right. Something for that was also. No wait, no. Bounty? No wait. Dang it. The Bounty or something like that. Essentially, that one the village quest board for villages.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I think it was Bounty. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
And mods like it. Add in an extra bit of functionality or something. Yeah. And honestly, if there was NPCs with more to them, that would be cool. Not just because you always come across that eventually to the point in which oh wait, villagers are essentially a glorified glorified livestock. Especially if you want to min-max their efficiency and usefulness.
Yeah.
Then yes, you're capturing them, you're putting them in confined spaces. Just and interact with them whenever you need something. So So you know, not really a people.
Yeah.
Gee. Oh yeah. I think we'll all finish this region. Okay, we just need to go over in that direction. Okay, I'm gonna fly over there. Ew. So yeah, Sewer wants to definitely expand their, well, essentially to give them occupation so that, you know, you're not just locking them up for their trades. They actually could do, it's not just goods, but also services.
Yeah.
And even besides just farming. Which is also basically, you can have them in a closed space. Okay, so what was this one? Oh, the template. Cages open. Oh, right, the cages. Which is over there. Oh, right. I have 3 of them. Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, right, okay. So I suppose it's probably up here. I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh. Where to land? Probably here. He's not looking this way. He'd probably get away with it. Wait, I dodged that one. Haha. Oh, wait, oh. Dang it. I think I pretty much had it. Yeah. Good. He's my slave. Page. Yeah. Ew. Okay. Alright. Continue. The thing. But yeah, so probably to restate the point, I think to do a Minecraft 2 would probably be to, I know, I would be eager for them to not tread the same ground, but rather add something new.
Huh.
Well, you know, a very noticeable improvement. You know, maybe in a way that most people don't even think.
I would probably,
So
for
for
one
me, it
thing, I
would
would
be
go for quality of life type things.
I know. For me, it would be the, you know, the big showstopper killer app or new feature that'll really, you know, put it ahead of the pack. But you're thinking just quality of life things.
Oh, you're thinking something that would be Minecraft 2 would be something that's as big as Minecraft, but not a boxy survival world type game.
Is it? I think. Oh, you're saying not a boxy survival world?
Or
Wait.
I guess there's 2 ways of seeing Minecraft 2 as written. Is that one would be it's Minecraft but better in various ways, and another way would be it's a very simple game that a whole lot of people want to play, and it becomes a bestseller, but it's not anything that might not have anything to do with voxel world or survival or first person or any of that stuff. It's just a completely different genre of game.
Is that what you're saying? That I'm basically thinking of making?
Kind of, a little bit.
fundamentally change what the game is. I don't know, because on the other hand, I'm also thinking that just do what did you say? Do Minecraft again, but better.
Yeah.
I
Such
feel
as
like
the
that's
original
too.
Steve is kind of ugly.
Oh, wait, what?
So maybe make us one of the first things you have is a character creator
Well,
that makes it easier to make a design you like. Because
I don't.
until now it's been you either work on the PNGs or you go to a website made by fans.
Nah, I think I need to go and. I don't know, because I feel like what was it? Like what was it? The way that it is now. It's just like the setup is like okay, fine. I suppose there is a bit more to it that you need to do, but I don't know. Was it really to the point in which like I'm seriously just playing as Steve because or was it to go through the extra site or whatever to acquire a skin for myself was just way too much work and I just can't be bothered. Like I feel okay. I don't doubt that those people exist, but I do feel that they would be in the stark minority. And just like pixel by pixel. I mean, I feel like really keeps in the sense of how the game, well, in line with the spirit of the game, but also like piece by piece you're making something. But also, I think it really also gives the players a great deal more freedom. Like. Because I'm always also comparing it to what I saw of the last creator for Hytale, and it's like, what was it? I could probably live with it, but
They'll probably give you options.
I can't say it's been an especially exciting life. I gotta say, living with the character creator.
I wonder if they would have some way to export and then import the skins that you make.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like on the other hand, for Hytale, I think wasn't there something in which like, oh, you could even, and it's so very very moddable that you could probably even mod the player model, and so, no, what was it? Was that the impression I got when the pigeon pulled a knife? I feel like it might have been, but anyway. For some reason, that's what I think of. Like, would it be so moddable that, okay, the character creator is really just for if you just can't be bothered making, but if you do want to put in the time in, is there a chance you could, acquire the files to essentially make your own model?
Oh yeah.
From the ground up. Okay.
Imagine the character creators you find online, where you're able to work on them pixel by pixel. But they just make that kind of already built into the game's character creator. If there could be some way to also...
Is there a way to make that easier and accessible for people? Because it's like... I feel like it was like pure custom model, then you could really... then that's more of a skill that you would probably need to acquire to actually make and rig models. I just don't think... that's accessible to
the model will always be that boxy person, but you're able to change it pixel by pixel on the skin map.
I don't know. Because I feel like the resolution is also very much higher, right?
Yeah, there's... Oh, right. That could be difficult to work with, pixel by pixel.
So...
Minecraft was able... You were able to use MS Paint to work on the Minecraft ones.
Yeah, I guess essentially. And there'd be a thing in there may yet be a rise of like, okay, like what was it? My commissions are open.
Yeah, there's bound to be a bunch of those.
I imagine, but I feel like because Minecraft is already sort of dabbling with this. I showed you the Yes Player Steve mod, I think it was called, which I guess allows you access to models of greater complexity. So you're not just a boxy boy. You could, well, there's a lot of like enemy waifus, but basically even beyond that, other models and such.
Yeah. Minecraft was good because
more complex models.
even with just a bitmap, you could figure out how to do things.
Sure.
And the skin makers you find online just made that part easier.
Yeah.
But if they get too complex, then it'll close doors to the more novice types.
Yeah. So I imagine that's probably where the character creators such as it is probably comes in.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think your armor still shows up on your character, which is probably like because it's probably like a whole bunch of other things happening. So unless it's a program to make even rigging, and even what was it? Overlaying the armors onto your model. If that's like streamlined to a certain,
yeah,
there are other things to do. Yeah.
I think we can all agree that the armor in Minecraft is pretty ugly. And it covers up your skin too.
Oh yeah, it's pretty basic.
But if you're on a multiplayer server, you would want people to know that you have armor, for one reason or another. Or you would want to know that somebody has armor. So if there could be a way you could have a designation of armor, like something maybe even above their head saying that this person is wearing armor, despite how you can't see the armor because you worked so hard on that skin, you want to show it off.
Oh yeah. I suppose.
So you know how for Minecraft there are mods that make your armor disappear. I imagine if they don't do something else to let people know you have armor, there'll be a toggle to turn off armor.
Right. I don't know. I suppose so. There are I think there are various mods to like which is make your armor invisible, or you could just go up and change how they look.
Yeah.
Or even that one. Actually, I think it might all be included, which actually gives you the cosmetic layer. That could be a thing too.
Yeah.
Because there are mods that are, models, or how people made their characters look, that makes them even less suited for armor. Like for crazy, what was it? Very artistically made heads that have eyes very close to the top of their head. Take that, right? Right. Indeed. Fine. I brought it. Suppose we'll go give it a try then.
But if somebody would make Little Fighters 2 like a game that has, of course, better AI for the NPC soldiers, and give it some kind of system that lets you play a kind of Samurai Warriors Empires thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But I found that, it really lends itself to it very easy. Dang it, I'm being surrounded by it. Okay. Go other way.
And of course still pixels, because I want to make it easier for people to make modded characters.
Yeah.
With that remaster where they're going for a hand-drawn type thing, I think that'll close some doors as far as custom characters.
I guess so.
Like how, Rivals of Aether has custom characters in their workshop. I don't know if the sequel has that.
Oh, right.
I didn't really check, but I imagine it probably if it does, then it might not have as many characters and might never reach that level.
Yeah. Probably not. That might have been part of the plan, because they already know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So, I figured. Oh, oops. Maybe. Actually, no, anyway. Yeah. I don't even know what was really the point. I guess it just wanted to add in more.
Huh.
As if the game wasn't sweaty enough. Let's see. Let me see.
I remember there was one Dynasty Warriors that was trying to have some kind of real-time world thing.
Oh,
Like
right,
a real-time and open world, so you're able to go to places where battles would happen and join the battles.
I suppose so. It's amazing that would ongoing battles be enough to warrant an open world? I don't agree.
Huh. Yeah, maybe not
I
really.
feel like
The replay isn't trying to join different battles on different sides.
yeah, because even Mountain Blade, there was actually more yet to do, right?
Yeah.
I think you were able to take over territory and towns, and then you could do more things with them.
Yeah.
Guys, just because it was an open world Musa Warriors doesn't mean it was a Musa Warriors Empire. So
Yeah, so I don't quite want something like that.
Go into like, that was you in the open world. Now I tend to go back into the grand strategy layer. You know, the world strategy layer and make some decrees. I'm pretty sure it never actually.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It might be too much to ask for both. But, you know, give it a try at least. Anyway, where was he? Central Zone could actually this one. Okay, so I have to go to. Okay. I'm thinking. I don't know, but just. I suppose. I mean, I imagine that in all likelihood. Actually, you think is it all feasible that World Fighters 2 could be released and then open mod workshop, and then somebody would actually feel the need to try their hand at like a big old, you know, what was it? Not game overhaul, but an entirely new and complex mode like that.
Huh.
I guess it feels like a bit much to ask. Some part of me feels like perhaps one of the best things you could hope for would probably be that if LF2 Remastered was really, what was it, released nowadays and becomes like a huge success, then that would probably spawn copycats and iterations of some kind.
Uh-huh.
Meow. And probably one of those might add in. Does that seem more likely? I don't know. I feel like. I guess it would be nice if it was still pixel art graphics. But I think ultimately, I don't know. I feel like if you were really driven to do it and you had like a really great idea, then it might not be too much of a barrier to it. And eventually people are going to get really sick of just all of the recolors.
Yeah.
And lazy recolors and bump up numbers and, you know, what was it? All of the Dragon Ball lookalikes or whatever. And eventually get around to, you know what? I think I prefer this thing.
Huh.
They'd all just really make the unique characters and such really stand out.
Yeah.
What would I need? Alright. Do I need to go and use it? I might need to.
I do feel that having it as pixel art makes it easier to get more of the really good ones. Because of course you'll get more really bad ones, but the really good ones could also increase in number too.
I suppose so. I'll just give it a 2 finally. There you go.
I think it'll also make it easier to try to match the style of the game in general.
I mean, I suppose, but of all the barriers to entry is that what was it? Like, I know it's a very lousy choice, but easier to mod overall, but no pixel graphics. I think I'd probably prefer that over just like, yes, pixel graphics, but you know, it's like pulling teeth and it's like a, I know, spaghetti code. Overlapping spaghetti code all the time.
Oh, yeah, they definitely need a system that will assign IDs.
Yeah,
like you put your thing into the system and it'll automatically assign IDs afterwards, so it's not assigned by the programmer.
Yeah. So
that was a big problem with Little Fighters 2.
If they got if they got that together, then I imagine it's still a net game. All things considered. Besides,
a system like that might also be kind of a fail-safe against updated versions. In some way, because if the main game updates and they create a new character that uses new ID codes, if other people have used those codes for their custom characters, then the custom characters are broken.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, that reminds me. What was it? I showed you that one, the Dio mod for Fighter Z.
Yeah.
Okay, as it turns out, it actually isn't technically a new space for a new character.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, it was Dio is actually actually short. He takes up Cell's spot.
Huh.
So yeah. he basically replaces him on a character selection.
Yeah.
So
Fighter Z isn't really made for mods anyway.
So you'll never actually see a time in which Cell fights Dio. Which, needless to say, I was mortified, and I could never look at it the same way again.
Yeah, so when you play online multiplayer, the other person is seeing Cell, most likely, and they're fighting Cell with all of his moves working basically the same way they've always have. Maybe. Oh wait, would it actually work in multiplayer? Because he did some time freezing.
So it isn't a skin.
Yeah.
Oh,
or usually when you mod skins or such in games and you play online multiplayer, you would appear as you would normally would. The special skin doesn't appear for other people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but then some of his attacks like time freezing type stuff that Dio did.
Oh yeah.
Since I haven't played the game, I don't know if Cell does something like that.
Oh no, he doesn't. No, it's an entirely new thing. What was it?
Huh.
You could, and Dio could fight and then also summon the world anytime, and then actually has access to new move besides that.
Huh. I'm gonna have to double see if there's any video where somebody fights us Dio to see how it works from the receiver's point of view.
I can imagine they all have to have some.
Because there'd be some kind of communication type thing.
Or it could just like not have. Or it could possibly be that you just can't find them on.
Yeah, that could be it. But
that feels likely. I think it seems like it
throws up a red flag.
So wholesale, despite taking Cell's spot, that I think all parties need to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Short term, so.
Because it's a mod, and of course it's unofficial, which means there wouldn't be any kind of official check for a thing like that.
Yeah, so I really don't think you can actually play them.
Huh. But if you were to try to play them online, then what happens? Because like I mentioned, there's no official an error message most likely. So
it feels more like this.
To try to think about bypassing that, both people would have to have Dio.
I've got. Do they know better? Okay, they might not know. Oh, whatever. I'll have it.
Huh.
Yeah, that feels like. Yeah, attack him. Actually, wait. There you go. now aggro. There you go. Okay. Now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the ground was. What was it? As strange as it sounds, the way I say it is just like the ground was always there for somebody to who really liked LF2 to basically make their own version of LF2 however they wanted. But then, well, as far as I could tell, nobody ever did
Yeah.
in all these years. And so, really, if the original guy Marty he came back and he just did it again, then honestly, I'm not sure if anybody's ever really in a position to say, "Hey, you're doing it wrong." It's like, yeah, you had your chance.
Huh.
You can make it now however you want if you really feel like it.
Yeah, I think.
I guess you'll have competition now, though, but
Yeah. I think if it was to become its own genre and people were to make games like that, Vampire Survivors is a fairly new game, and then there are a whole lot of clones of it.
Yeah.
I imagine that if LF2 comes out, or at least its recollection becomes large enough again, then we'll probably see more games like it.
I suppose if people take to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, it is of an olden time.
Maybe the guy who made Fight and Rage can make a LF2 like in his Fight and Rage world.
Well, I suppose so. Let's see. Alright, so now what? Alright, I have to go and feed the drakes, but I have to go back over. Alright. Yeah. So I'm curious to see how it'll go, though. Alright, the Drake Whisperer.
Huh.
You're ready to ride forth on his ally. My Drake is at your service. Rattle the nerves of these foolish Makate before they are snatched up by the next raiding party that happens. Well, it's a... Oh, right. What else do you say? Yeah, you can't talk to him. Alright. How? It was weird because, well, one, they're absolutely gonna probably connect me with the signs of aggression. So yeah, screw you guys for that. But also, what was it? This is actually a plan to have them abandon their holy territory, which is just like, I don't actually. What does that even result to in the end? They would actually actively lose this territory if they abandon it.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah.
So this was the northward side of sign of aggression, and then I'll just what? But it's not you guys tied to this plan, so it's all good then.
Maybe.
Okay. Essential own goods. Right. Cool. So Drake Whisperer and mounted mighty cavalry Drake parade into the Sogoli Desert and used the fiery breath to convince the Earth Tribe Rangers to flee the sand. Well, I just use it here. Yeah. That's the beast force. Where exactly? I guess aiming for it to be behind the place. Can't actually do that. Well, fine. Need to serious my eyes. Get away from us. Away! Away! Uh-huh. That is honestly not how this would go down. Alright. That thing. Heck, who the blazes are you? The none will hear of this. Or the none will hear of this. See? No. There's already a sign of aggression. Like, who came up with this plan?
I don't know.
Go in this turn. This is... And if this is the best precaution we could possibly, is to drive them out of areas in which they're weak is unlikely to be captured, then I don't know. Or am I just looking at this is essentially like what was it? Certain animals and such in nature driving out other ones that are, that don't really have a chance of surviving against them. I feel it might be a delay of the inevitable. Oh, Godspeed, damn Drake! I'll put an arrow down your throat next time. That might have been directed at the Drake entirely, but probably not. Like I may have to work with these jerks in the future, But no, go ahead and forcibly, attack them or have a show of force of an attack against them. I'm sure that won't come back to bite you later. Actually, I'm pretty sure they want me to go back. Pretty sure they want. Okay. Forget them then. I'm pretty sure it's probably a better way to have talk. Anyway, where was I? I think I just have to go back to the place and turn these things in. Actually, no, wait, don't do that. I don't think I could cross over the mountain to. Okay. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm still curious to see how it'll turn out. But let's see. Meow. Oh, right, I have to feed. Fine. It's feeding time. Let me see. I don't know. I mean, honestly, even if Minecraft 2 doesn't do it, I think if there somebody really should. Amongst all of these Minecraft clones, such and other like things, I think there's plenty of room for it. And that would probably be the one that I would look at definitely as a decent enough path in for the future of this subgenre of games.
I imagine if Hypixel ever comes out, they'll be very open to mod support, and probably also open to.
You would imagine as much.
Yeah, and even open to working with modders to officially put their mods inside the game. Some games are like that.
I imagine so. Because now it would probably be. What was it? Where would they draw the line? Because I don't know. Because it could end up being very, very annoying if they were.
If they were one of those ethical companies. Oh right.
Oh right. I should probably change one. But it might not be too much problem. As far as I could tell, Hytale itself, the base game, wasn't really gonna go in that direction. It was just more of a action RPG sandbox.
Yeah.
So it borrows some things from Minecraft, but other things will do its own way. Oh right, which one would probably be most? I don't know, maybe one. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know this. All right. The thing of sap. Yeah. Kill it. Yeah, I've been out of the loop for Hytale for a bit. Really, they should really have something like bounty, like village quests and stuff to do. They really should. It'd be weird if they didn't, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Quests that NPCs and such give you. If not in person, then maybe in the quest form.
Yeah.
That would make the most. Yeah. And probably differentiating an RPG from a what was it? Actually, what should we call the games like Kenshi?
Some kind of simulation sandbox.
Yeah, probably simulation sandbox, I guess. Okay, fine. I guess something that would separate RPG from a simulation is just like you do a quest for a village or a villager, you get your loot. But in a simulation, that quest is actually, it comes from a more, was it thought out place? Well, a more dynamic sort of place, in that your quest actually has certain other repercussions. It could make this person a lot richer. It could make sure that these, shares the position or security of the villagers. That it leads to other things, not just your reward. I think that's probably like a very good way to look at it. Well, I'll play this one just because I think it's the Makoto have retreated from the Scions. That is well. Spilling blood without cause will not further our agenda. Thank you, Honored ally. But making me persona non grata, among them would be. And the thing I would have to ask is making me making me the enemy of the Makote really the honorable thing to do? He was like, "Oh no, you don't understand. We, the Amalja, we have honor, and we just can't. Would not want to rock the boat. That's where you come in. You, what was it? You amoral sellsword."
No.
Got your money. That's all that matters. Alright, right. Yeah, that took me away. It most assuredly did. Oops, wrong one. This one. Oh, okay. Okay, it's of a comparable length, but not really. It'd actually be more. Okay, then I think I'll have to do this one too. Just to make it on an equal plane with the other one. I'm pretty sure I definitely did this. Get on with it. Alright. There you go. Basically, I have to murder those guys. I know it would probably be too much to ask. Probably at this point, but I don't know. I just feel like the sandbox simulations could really easily, would be perfect for the Nemesis. Even in games like Musa Warrior, probably like any civilization civic kind of simulation.
Yeah.
It just. Yeah.
I'm just reminded about how when Palworld and even Genshin Impact came out, people were complaining that they looked too much like Nintendo games. And now that the games are out and Nintendo's suing for gameplay patents, people are anti-Nintendo about that.
I don't know. I feel like the loudest voices probably against Palworld, but basically could have likely just been like the Nintendo, stands, fanboys, Nintendo could absolutely do no wrong. Apologize to the party. Or face the consequences. And another with the loudest voices, were they the biggest though? Or I'm not sure. It's hard to imagine. Because I think just as many as more probably had a brush up with the Nintendo systems, but probably left them a good while ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it feels like, especially when you discover peace. Haha, they all left. Anyway, I think I have to do the other guys here. Yeah, I'll just go over and kill him. Yeah. This one over here. The Tamasheki just came over to try and punch him. Anyway. Yeah. Man, it would be insane if they went ahead with like that. If they made a little fighter game that actually had Musa Warriors Empires a mode, and then had that fun with the news. So there could be like, I don't know, this other fighter is playing the role of the noted as the daimyo or the leader of this enemy clan, and then you could end the raids if you were to marry off your daughter. Wow. And then she's all like, but I actually don't love him. Oh. Are you sure? These guys have been a thorn in my side forever. This would just be an easy way to let it all end. And then it turns out, oh, psych out, he didn't actually want to marry her. He wanted to take her hostage. Or something, I don't know. What will you do? Such intrigue. That's just like one of like, I don't know, it will ultimately be millions and millions of like a story playing out.
Yeah.
But it's all you know, pixel graphics and such. Yeah. I heard somebody say that essentially, what was it? What was it? Warner Brothers, whatever, patented was essentially might have been less so the mechanics or the end result of the Nemesis system, but more of like the programming and such design language that led up to it.
Huh.
So it'd be like probably as a way to prevent what was it? I think he mentioned so as a way to prevent developers who would leave the dev team or company to go out there and make their own games, basically, you know, using the same, well, basically the same tools.
Uh-huh.
You know, to what do we call that? To prevent malicious competition or...
Oh, right. I'm not too sure what it's called.
Yeah.
I like the idea where you can't create something on company time.
Yeah.
Or with company resources and still claim it to be yours.
Yeah, essentially. But if there was a way in... So, made you wonder, is there any validity to that? Like a way like, okay, this is essentially the Nemesis system, but well, one is not called that, and two, I could show you show you all the nuts and bolts of what it took to make it, and show you beyond a shadow of a doubt that I did not steal any resources. I made all this code by myself.
Huh.
So I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't really tell you how.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes patents kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna have a copy of exactly how to do this thing here for anybody to see, but you mustn't do the same thing I did.
Yeah, I don't know. Still, I wonder if China cared. Would China care? I'm not sure if China would care.
Yeah, they wouldn't care.
So I feel like the only reason that China didn't actually do it is because, well, they never... Well, I guess there's a chance that the games that they're into in China don't lend themselves to sort of like iteration that would even lead to something like
Yeah.
So it has to be marketable in China first. First and foremost. Oh, wait a second, I need to change back. Almost forgot. I don't know. So. Oh. Alright, go back in there. Yeah. I wonder if you could make it happen in Minecraft. I mean, possibly. Like if all characters have names and all have things to do, then quite possible. Yeah. Because actually kind of brings me to the, as a tangent-wise, that one... I thought maybe I should go ahead and look at this. Because essentially what's going on, what I was getting at in the beginning was that I think now is my chance to do some odds and ends I've been meaning. I just couldn't really get around to it because I didn't feel like it made sense to go on. Was essentially, what would you call this, a sabbatical or something? A vacation of some kind. You could actually walk on it. That's amazing. Because I don't think you could ever possibly reach up here. No. Can't go in there though. How about the roof? You could land on the roof too. Well, okay then. Anyway. Yeah. So odds and ends to do. Also to eventually reach level 50 for my other classes. Could probably wind up doing something.
Yeah.
Especially those level 50. What would be a good thing to do? Oh, right, the hunt. I mean, if there's one thing I should definitely do, I should definitely be hunts. So I can finally finish them off, and then they'll probably be over, and I never have to worry about them. Oh, right. There was at least like a few quarries that I never actually got around to finding, even though I actually searched for them. Are any of them done? I think one of them was. Yeah. Okay, so Rogue is finished. Control almost finished. Okay, let's go ahead. Summon turn. Yeah, I should probably get on with some. Gamaro Mine. No, wait, that should be a. I think that's a dungeon. Pretty sure. Cape Westwind. English. Okay, yeah. Cape West. Okay. We'll go ahead and search for this. They are in a different place. Western Thailand. Okay. Yeah, there's only Thailand. Will do. Yeah. Yeah, like anyone who's played well, XCOM 2 would know that the Nemesis system would be perfect for that game. they even had the what was it? Well, I guess they're called the Chosen, but essentially they're like sort of like mini bosses, alien mini bosses that you meet up with now and again. They kind of like crash your they'll crash your operations. They seemingly come out of nowhere because they could teleport and junk, and it's like, okay, I'm here in this mission now, and I'm gonna mess you up. That's absolutely what the Nemesis system was. You know,
yeah.
Like I just came out of nowhere. Remember me? You're going down. It's like, yep. I wouldn't be surprised if that. What was it? It was because of those games, the Mordor games, that what was it? Firaxis, the guys who make XCOM 2, actually implemented it in this way.
Yeah.
And essentially, well, they really thought is just like they get marginally stronger now and again as the campaign goes on, and so they'll keep on. I think they have a whole territory over a region. Going to the region, then you'll have a chance of like running into them. They'll be gradually stronger and get new abilities and such every time. All sort of like randomized, whatever. Their strengths and weaknesses or whatever, and yeah, that's how that goes. Oh yeah. Gee. Then right. This the one? Oh yeah, Keep Westwind is actually up there. Did I go up there? Yeah, I went up. Maybe I. Pretty sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure. It feels like the trail from Vesper. Okay. Oh wait. Did I have to? Did I have to go through the tunnel? I don't think I did. Pretty sure I did. I don't. With all open air. Okay. Yeah, this is on trail here. There we go. While reaching it, I have to fight cohort. Oh wait, hold on a second. The cohort, Hoplomachus. It's just no. Well, the toes are here. That's for sure. You could smell it. Hoplo, Warhound. That's. Ah, there he is. Who isn't even a part of the fate at all? Here, get him. Yeah, so minus shade would be perfect. You can pretty much add. There was even like faction leaders and such that you had to interact with, and also your men, because that's not just how. Visions. Well, you pretty much know how it can be like, but yeah, it could actually fit into all of those places. If they really wanted to, though.
Yeah.
If any, and also, and considering how there's probably not going to be an XCOM 3, in all likelihood, at least not one that people would recognize worthy of me, but I think it opens the floor for other people to. Yeah, it could very really be like, oh man, you're helping out this faction to basically help drive out this other faction. Because as per the agreement, you'll get a thing, and that thing could is something that the third faction. Yeah, so a great many possibilities. Anyway, so I don't think I got him. I don't think I got the thing, did I? No, I'm pretty sure not. I need to go over and kill 6 of them. Oh, not sure if there's even 6 of them spawned at any one time. Okay, you know what? I'll just take it to the air. Nope. There you go. Nope. Ah, there he is. Yeah. Oh. Yep, take to the air again. Yeah, this guy is already surrounded by mechs. Do I really want to bother? I'm not. Well, who knows when I'll get back here, over here. Should probably make sure that the mech dies for it. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you could, I could... Alright. Actually, I guess I'll go and ask first, what exactly were the improvements that you want to see in Minecraft?
In Minecraft?
Was there any specific ones?
Huh.
You know, something that would be worthy of a Minecraft 2?
Yeah, something that could really make a difference. I guess it's probably something that you wouldn't care about, but something that could, I guess, more of a expense in deliberate content. Kind of like Terraria, where you have goals that if you don't want to stick around and just build and do nothing else, more bosses and stuff like that. That maybe some things in the world will change based on your progress in some way.
No, like the world will change because of the bosses you face?
Yeah, although it might not be possible with Minecraft because Minecraft is supposed to be a quote-unquote infinite world. For all intents and purposes.
Of bosses.
Yeah, but you don't have too many of them, and
well,
when you
can probably reach whenever you want.
I guess when you beat the Wither, I guess you get an item, but nothing really changes. If you beat that sea temple thing, you gain stuff and I guess a sea temple, but otherwise nothing really changes. And when you beat the Ender Dragon, you get an egg and nothing really changes.
Oh, okay.
With Terraria, it's usually they count as the bosses are milestones that unlock something, like new ores and materials.
Oh, okay. But still, it doesn't sound like too much of a world change.
Yeah. I don't think Minecraft could really do that.
Well, I think it would just be too much work to do.
Yeah.
But it is possible to... Because some mods do that. At least in certain ways.
Yeah.
You could probably... The most easy example I could point to would probably be the... what was it? The World Infestation specific type of mod.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was even one, I think it was Skulk Horde. Because in the other ones... what was it? I think with the fungal infection, escape and run, I think it just sort of occurs to a certain extent.
Yeah.
And that, what was it? They'll just pop in some rather inconspicuous sort of like little change in the world. But it's designed to infect and expand its territory. And alter the world in such a way. So,
yeah,
fungal infection, they would be like, mushrooms here, and all start to grow, and in escape and run, I think it just pops up a node or the little like lychee things, the stage ones, and they'll continue on from there. But there was the Skulk Infection mod. It actually didn't work that way, at least not at the start. I think I heard and saw from like reviews or whatever, showcases, is that to actually get the infection started, to start, infecting your world, and then if you want to do that, is that you would actually have to find a structure underground. And when you get access to that structure and like enter it, I think it'll like trigger a thing, and then the infection will start. It'll start. The skull can start expanding and infecting your world. Also. What was it called? I think it was a mod called From Another World, and it's essentially the Thing in Minecraft. And it actually starts in a unique way. Also, there will actually at some point there'll actually be a ship that comes down and crash lands, probably like nearby you, because it has to be like in little chunks, and probably would be nearby you.
Yeah. And
on that crashed ship, not sure if you could harvest it for whatever. But eventually it'll pop out the alien. And it'll immediately track and it'll start hunting you down. Assimilating various things here and there. But yeah, there are... And actually now that I'm thinking about it, wasn't there that one biome, I forgot, in Terraria, that is supposed to steadily encroach upon you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Minecraft is too fundamentally a different game from Terraria to really do something like that.
Well, certainly not for the devs to ever want to do something. Because even they would recognize it would be too extreme a thing, and it's like, I don't know. Like at best, you have to be a way to like opt in or out of it. It was like, okay, you could let this happen, or not, or it could just be a setting in the world. Yeah. I would probably just as soon make it look like.
Yeah, I don't think they should do that, actually.
Although then again, what could be an update that has so much content? that could just so easily be opted out of.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, I guess Minecraft is more roguelike, and Terraria is more roguelite, because you also have, in Terraria, the option to jump out of your world and go to a new one.
Yeah.
So you have the meta progression, and if you completely mess up a world and there's no going back to repairing it, you could just go to a new one. Might take a while trying to transfer your stuff from one chest to a world with a new chest.
Sheesh.
But
That's
Minecraft doesn't do that.
For me, because I don't even. Because after a certain while, I wouldn't even want item. I want the mansion built.
Yeah.
So, if it's so impossible to transfer that,
Huh.
I would
There might
want
be
that
mods
to be,
for that.
I want, not base game. I want that to be
yeah.
as
You want something in the
accessible
past.
and as easy as possible. Considering.
Yeah, some way to transfer things you
just
built.
wouldn't even make sense. It would never actually let you do.
Yeah.
I built my mansion out of gold. No reason. No. That's not. They'd never let you. Oh. That's possibly part of the reason why I don't think it can bother with Terraria. But let me see. So yeah, I could probably see it happening. That this was seriously you're facing a deity, and you would think that after you dispatch a deity of of that level and caliber, that the world would probably not be the same. Dude, you just dispatched the wind spirit. Yeah, and I hope you like paddling. There's creatures that rely on the wind to also sailboats don't work.
And then slavery comes back.
We're declared. I mean, maybe it would probably have to be like very simple things, not like hey, imagine if history went this way. Now speculate. It's a game. Like, great. I don't think anybody has time to think that far.
We just finished declaring war on the world to get rid of slavery.
Windmills don't work anymore.
Oh, right. So there goes the electricity needed to work the pumps to get more oil.
There goes the oldie windmills that we needed to turn our flour.
Alright, we'll have to use animals again.
Yeah, maybe.
And we have to keep swapping out the animals because they're overheating since there's no wind.
Yeah, I guess it could be. Let me see, where was I? But actually, I forgot. Did I go ahead and kill those guys? Because I think they needed me to kill them. Oh, there it is. The Hoplomekish. Yeah, he's dead. Very, very dead. Okay. What now? It'd probably go on to that rogue. Just to kill him. More essential ordered down. Well, that's Corth's head. Did I try for these guys before? I feel like I did. Downs. Southern Sandland and Zanrak. What's Illinois half stone? Oh right, I tried for the shelf claw reaver, but then I could never find them. I don't even know what could even be the thing.
Huh.
Okay, let's try for somebody else. Just a snow wolf. Course Essential Highlands. Boulder Town. Okay, take a look. Highlands. Over there now. I believe we have access to them. I feel like they would probably have to give me more hunts in the next expansion thing. To coincide with the levels you want to. Oh well.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, so that might be going too far. I mean, I'm probably in the nationals. Or maybe, I don't know. That would be crazy. I'm not sure if there was ever really a game that really went that far with it. It's like, imagine in a JRPG was like, oh, would you like it that I murdered God, and there's nothing to replace him. So anyway, there goes the afterlife, or something. Maybe that's how it is. Not sure that's how. Let me see. Oh, right. I should probably go ahead and check them in. So for they said Boulder Downs.
Huh.
Yeah. Boulder. It's basically over in that area. Oh man, it's a very wide area too. What in the heck am I even supposed to do? I'm sure there wasn't somebody closer. Oh, right. Let me see. Somehow I feel like it may be easier for Hytale, mostly because like wasn't there something of like a progression of biomes, regions that you were going to?
Probably.
Actually, I forgot exactly how it gone.
Hightail sounds like it would be having more emphasis on a kind of progression.
Yeah, I forgot exactly what the regions were called, and actually, what I know is obviously very much out of date, so maybe. So maybe they changed it. I think I heard there was something like, I don't know. Oh right, I got demoted. Yeah. Ew. I think there was like a biome that they were planning, but in order to, I don't know, speed things along or something, maybe they left it for later, or they left it on the, well, not cutting room floor, but they would delay making that region, in those later regions until much later. At least that's what it feels like. And right, I need some.
I wonder if Hightail will have some kind of like a living world type dealie. Or let's just say if you start out in the beginning town, I don't know how the game's played, but I imagine with that idea of progression, there's a beginning town that you could decide to go on your adventure and progress whatever the storyline is.
Yeah.
Or you could stay in that town and build it up. And maybe at some point in developing the town, you'll be able to go Dwarf Fortress style with a bunch of settlers deeper into the world. And then help them basically take over an area, build that up, and steadily you're kind of going through the story along with the NPCs. Rather than otherwise, you would go by yourself, or maybe you can hire NPCs for your party. I really have no idea about anything concerning Hightail.
Yeah. I don't know, that would be cool, but I don't know if they're actually going to do that.
Yeah, probably not.
I feel like the objective was primarily to make it more like a action RPG, sort of. Like a sandbox.
Yeah.
For all I know, I might just have more in common with the Cube world than Kenshi or anything.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Haha. Wait, they all went after me. So you all want a piece of me now? Oh. Get zapped again. Hey. Oh, wait. You guys is already died at the very end. Dang it. That does not feel like my. Wait,
Huh.
wait. I think I just slowed down. Where did she go? Oi. All right. Let me go ahead and check again. Okay. Although, wait a second. I need to push. Oh, right. That's probably.
Oh.
Fast. Yeah, actually, technically, they're both at building. So, if anything, I should really just take out both of them.
Possibly.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Go and change the. Yep. There we go. Okay. Okay. Basically, we're right. Oh, we check that. Dang it. Oh, wait. Probably stand to go a bit. Yeah, it's not those. See that can. No, that's not what they all are. Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay. Gonna take care of you then. I guess. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think any of the Minecraft likes are really aiming for that direction. Because honestly, I feel like it's likely the most work, right? It feels like it'll probably end up being the most labor-intensive project out there.
Probably.
To make it all very procedurally generated. Oh, okay. Good. Was that it? Yeah, that wasn't it. Oh, okay. Yep. They always want 6 of them. Alright, well, I know they're in this region. At least. There he is. Let's go ahead. Also, I'm trying to think. Could you actually market the game on like it's like this other game, but we've done notable improvements here and there.
Huh.
Well, actually, you know what? Probably Notch would be able to get away with it. For the layman who's just might not be or decidedly less famous. I imagine you probably would need something to really what was it, to really stir up the headlines.
Huh, yeah.
Like, okay, not only is this a Minecraft club, but also it's doing this. I forgot this thing actually went ahead and attacked me. Dang it. Oh, what a pig.
LF2 should be a genre though.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a severely untapped market.
Yeah.
As in there's basically only one game of it in that genre.
Right.
But if we weren't going to call it LF2 what other name could you come up with? Like a tactical beat 'em up?
Actually it's the 3-in-1. What was it? Fighting trifecta, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. There's a tournament fighters beat 'em up.
It's a fighting game, beat 'em up, and a battle simulator.
Yeah.
Of course.
Because battle simulators don't usually go that in depth with control.
Yeah. Well, then again, I also feel like it's essentially a mode in the game. So,
oh yeah.
I don't know. There's a chance it might not be fully recognized. It's like, what was it? If people treated, because all of these modes and such in shooters, would they all have to be represented?
Huh.
It's like, oh, this is what was it? And in that case, what would Halo be kind of that? It's essentially like a whole manner of things, especially if you consider it all community made things.
Yeah.
And I guess Minecraft essentially could pretty much do a lot of these things too. Like, you could, what was it? You could make Minecraft into an FPS if you wanted to.
Yep.
So, but and then a whole bunch of other things. But it's like, okay, well, we can't. What was it? We need something quick and easy to try and encapsulate what is close to the core gameplay as possible. And just so our heads won't explode. So maybe, I guess it would depend on how taken everybody is. Maybe. Yeah, because fighting game is too simple. Would the fighting game beat 'em up battle simulator be too much?
Yeah, you'd want to kind of make it more concise.
Yeah. It's hard to say. Did I even get all of the wolves? I feel like no, I didn't. Still need 2 of them. I got the Drake though.
You've got about 1 minute left.
Dang it! I know it's in here somewhere. I just know it. Especially if I just go back to the way I came. Oh wait, I think that's him over there. I think that's one of. Get him. Oh. Yeah. Also, I feel like the way LF2 plays is pretty unique considering as far as like a lot of like fighters beat 'em ups.
Yeah. Or you could just basically hold your button presses and it'll hang on to the combo.
Yeah.
Fighting games in general don't do that.
Yeah, fighting games have button combos, but beat 'em ups tend to not, right? Or am I wrong?
Huh. Might depend on the beat 'em up.
You got an example?
Like that Fight and Rage game. They
Was that button combos too?
I'm pretty sure they did have button combos in there.
Oh, okay.
Like you would roll your control stick and then press an attack button to do a certain move.
Oh, okay. Alright, and I guess
And generally fighting games have that type of timing aspect to them. So you can't do a roll and then 2 seconds later press your attack button to do the special attack.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah, I suppose if that's it then. Yeah. Oh yeah. Probably just good, I think. Okay, so yeah, so it's probably... I don't know. Suppose I'd probably just call it a fighter hybrid. Maybe that might be the easiest as far as it goes.
Maybe.
Cross-fighting hybrid. I don't know. Oh. Although then again, it might just be which of the modes more people engage with. That could be it.
Yeah.
And I can only really speak for myself on it. Because I would probably gravitate more towards the battle sim more than anything. The beat 'em up campaign is, I think it's fun to a certain extent. But at the same time, you'll eventually hit the wall. So,
yeah.
Actually, I suppose it's not really a beat 'em up that you're really meant to win. Because most beat 'em ups, you know, that goes supposed to eat your coins, but but as long as you have the coins, it's only a matter of time before you reach the end.
Yeah.
So they're decidedly more accessible and easy than LF2's can. And then they just sort of like they sort of flood you with enemies until you're overrun.
Yeah, they scale. Oh, yeah, basically. Because even if they scale the enemies' numbers at least. I don't know if they scale the strength, but the numbers. And then if you had 8 of this broken Julian boss character fighting, they'll still get overrun.
Yeah. So it feels less like a beat 'em up campaign and more like a wave game mode.
Yeah.
Only you're the one that's moving. So I know. Maybe less beat 'em up campaign, more wave survival. That looks like a beat 'em up campaign.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty easy way of going about it. You're going to say that you could call it a beat 'em up campaign, but veterans who enjoy playing beat 'em up campaigns will say, this is a pretty very basic, bare bones version of facsimile. Yeah, maybe fighting game. I think it'd probably be a fighting game for. Yeah. Well, prioritize your own room. Yes. Alright. If anything, it's about to change over to my strong one. Take it. Here we are. Reputation is okay, so it's all equal there. honestly, just one more turn. I think one more turn for any of these, then we should pretty much be at the required, ready to go to the next. For any one of these, really. Pretty sure. Yeah, that'd be something.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could probably do it as early as the next stream. The next stage in our relationship with these.
Oh, okay.
And okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that was essentially this stream. It's given all the special events that we wound up getting involved in around the end of the year. I wanted basically a return to the nice, easygoing sort of grind.
Uh-huh.
But honestly, just to let you know that yeah, I think, I roleplay to a certain extent, so I really didn't feel it. What was it? Kosher or proper to go into what will ultimately be like tangents and side content to do, while the story was still in full. So, just for instance, you don't remember, there are those crafting and gathering quests, or gathering job classes. I think I started the alchemy one just to give it a try, probably when we were around in the double digits of streams, and I think I was getting the hang of it for what it was, but I recognized I still needed to fill up my inventory with different materials and things to get a foothold on and progress. And so I knew that it would really get in the way of all this other extra equipment I was getting, and due to get, because of all the other job classes I was doing, the main ones, the attacking ones. So I know I needed to go and prioritize one or the other in it. And so yeah, I think I'm probably gonna wind up getting back into alchemy now that I've made space in my inventory.
Oh, okay.
Not sure how it's gonna go. It might just be the right amount of like boring and labor and mentally intensive, because it's all about timing and such and decision making. That I might leave certain turns to be like left off screen, and maybe in progressing and doing the job, I might leave that for on screen. We'll have to see. And I'll likely go ahead and take another side job class, or of the crafting or gathering kind. Maybe gathering, just to give it a try. As to what that would be, I'm feeling like either mining or fishing, because based on what Lulu is and such, I might want to go over and try that. Probably might just only really be the one though, because I'll probably have to put a whole lot of effort into that one, and the other, and alchemy too. That'll be in the coming sessions, I think. Oh, yeah. And I still keep my Tsuchinoko right now. Which, even though him arriving brought bad omens upon Lulu's entire life, that might be the other reason why he's reluctant to continue being a hero. But we'll see. Anyway, so what we were talking about, I don't know. I suppose it would be nice to sound like a Minecraft 2, but part of me also knew that, okay, this isn't really the way to announce a project, I think. I just thought but I did think it would be so very, very funny. That's the idea of not announcing, working on, and then ultimately releasing a more than playable state of Minecraft 2 before Hytale actually released. That would be so funny. Oh well. I'm not ready to go up and say that he's turned into a George R. Martin of like indie video game space yet, but I guess we'll have to see what his actual output is gonna.
Yeah.
I have no reason to doubt his work ethic yet. But anyway, so I guess we'll just see what the new year brings in terms of gaming and such. I know. I guess if you feel like it, you could come around to the comment section and say what you are looking for. You know, and we'll read it. Well, you have a better chance of us reading it. Anyway, that'll probably be later on. But let's see. For right now, that's where we're gonna leave it. Next stream will be, next Tuesday at the same time. So hopefully you look forward to that. I just wanted to have an easygoing one now, but I'll get into something a bit exciting next time. And if not, and I can't think of anything in particular, then yes, it'll likely be one of the next quests for the what was it, Beastman tribes. Which one? I don't know. Maybe it's a Hagen. Maybe the Soul theme. But that'll be next time. So look forward to that. Also for next Friday will be the God Eater at around more or less the same time. And yeah. Well, that's what we're planning. No absolute guarantee. But it looks pretty good so far. And so anyway, till we see you again, we hope you we hope you have a good one. So goodbye.
Bye.
Well.